Is there like a verse in the Bible where it says like anger comes from your mother?
Yes. When you read Genesis, you're going to, I don't want to put any thoughts, so let it go in one ear and out the other, all right? Because I want you to see it for yourself. But in Genesis, it talks about how Adam had a relationship with his father, and then the father gave him a woman, and she had a relationship with Adam, who had the relationship with the father, and all was well. They didn't have to work, they didn't have to do anything, because all was well. He communicated with the father, and she communicated with her husband. And then Satan came along, and the great deceiver, and he told, I don't know if he ever talked to Adam, but I think he told Adam, come and hang out with me, man. We smoke some pot. Don't listen to your father. But Adam said, no, get away. And then he went to Eve, and he told Eve, you know what? Adam is trying to control you. He is a misogynist. He hates women. He just want to be your head. You could be just like him. Don't listen to it. And Eve said, no, leave me alone. I love my husband. And so she went and told Adam, I saw Satan out there the other day in the garden. Well, outside the garden. And he was trying to tell me I need to be liberated. And so this is an amazing story, huh? And it just seems so real, right? It doesn't even... And so she's like, but I love you, I'm not going to listen to him. He's like, okay, fine. So she went out the next day to go shopping for some. And she met Satan on the road again. And Satan, well, I don't know why you listen to him. Look, he got you shopping and in the kitchen bath with a pregnant. That's not right. And then she believed him. And the moment she believed him, he became her God. And so now she feels better than the man. She wants a job. She's not going to stay home and raise babies. Adam had to share the responsibility in the house. So she went back and told Adam, you know what? I'm not listening to you anymore. You're not going to control me. I'm going to go and start the National Organization of Women. And I'm for abortion and everything. I'm not going to listen to you. And he's like, all right. And she said, you could be like that too. Your father is just trying to control you. Don't listen to your father. He's like, no, I love my father. And his father communicated without words. It was spirit to spirit. That's what's going to happen once you're born again too. But so at first Adam did not listen to Eve. But one day she came home and he had told her all his problems and he, and so she came home one day and she's like, honey, I love you. We're going to have an amazing dinner tonight. And after dinner, we're going to have sex. And I love you. How you doing? You don't need to listen to your father. And so she made the dinner, and it was so good. And Adam was like, I'm never listening to my father again. And then the moment he believed Eve, Eve became his God. And so that's how all that happened. And that's why the woman is the man God today, because he come through the woman. But Christ made it so that we can overcome the woman by being born again and come back to our male nature, which is of God. And so when you go and forgive your mother, God will forgive you and take her spirit away from you and replace it with your father's spirit, your earthly father's spirit. And through your earthly father, you love God, because your earthly father is the Son of God. He may be weak and beta, but he's still a son of God. But he can't get into the kingdom until he overcome the nature of Eve, which is the nature of Satan. That's how it all happened. But Christ made it so that we can come back. That's why we must forgive. And if you truly see for yourself that it's wrong to judge your mother, your father, and anyone, you'll be born just like that, and it'll be amazing. But you got to see that you're wrong. It's wrong for what they've done to you, but it's wrong for you to hate them for what they've done. That make sense?
Yeah, it does.
So you got to go and forgive your mother.
I have.
You went to her?
Yeah.
And how did it go?
Well, I mean, every time we get into a conflict, like, she always apologizes. I always forgive her.
Every time she apologized?
Yeah.
She's like, oh, I'm sorry for making you mad right now.
I mean, whenever there's a conflict going on.
Do you deal with her like a man or like a boy?
I don't, probably like a boy.
Not probably. You living in a house? Oh, you dealing with her like a boy?
Probably.
Why don't you? Oh, so like, why don't you get 2 jobs to pay off your loan?
I guess I could.
Which is more important, becoming a man or paying off the loan at home with mama?
I mean, once you become a man, if you pay it off, or
No. Because once you pay off the loan, it's going to take forever to pay that off. And so, but once you pay it off, mama going to say, oh, don't move right. I was talking to a 34-year-old man over the weekend. And I'm like, and he's one of the nicest guys because he lived with his mama, so he real weak. I said, man, you haven't moved yet. No. And we had to whisper because he didn't want his mother to hear it. So we were speaking really low. I said, you got to move. But Jesse, it's so expensive out there now, especially now. It's hard out there. I was like, don't be a beta. Men are supposed to have it hard. You're supposed, hard makes you man. You're not supposed to be saying, oh, I got to live at home because it's so hard. It's all like the woman. I'm like, man, you got to move. You're never going to grow talking about it's hard. That's what's going to make you a man. You be out there, you dealing with life, you're overcoming, and you're growing up, you see God is with you. And so he said, I've learned more from you in 10 minutes than I learned my whole life. Because no one ever never told him that. The mother convinced him to stay home, save money, and he can't afford it, right? And she'll keep you there the rest of your life. That makes sense?
yeah, that makes sense.
So do you have a job?
I got laid off because of COVID, but
Okay. Well, go find, they're looking for employees now, all over the place. Go get yourself 2 or 3 jobs, move out, and grow up.
okay.
Are you dating?
No.
Oh, good. But you gotta go, you gotta get out of there, man. You're not gonna grow living at home. I know
Okay.
of guys a couple guys in their 60s and living with mama, and they didn't move when they were young, and I told them to do it, and now they stuck and they hate their mother, and they saved up money. She spent the money, and they didn't know it. So she's tricking you.
Okay.
You gotta get out of there.
Okay, I will.
All right. When?
Yeah, I guess when I get a job, I'll start looking for apartments.
Yeah, start tomorrow, go look for a job. They are everywhere now.
Okay.
All right? Any questions for me?
No, I think that's it. I'm just happy to be here.
Okay, I'm glad you're here, buddy.